All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here in segment 4, the last segment of the show of the Few Show. So we're honored to still have here Jorge Alonso, and we're going to ask him a few more questions to wrap this up, and hopefully, can you hear me, Jorge?
Give me 1 second, guys. Technical difficulty.
Not a problem. So, guys, just to let you know, 24/7 Lou has been manning the commentaries on our live show here, and he says that there's a lot of traffic going on, especially coming from the Black Mask. And if you saw, Jorge mentioned what a disaster he made the first event that he had back in December, and Black Mask was just like a thorn on his side. So for this next event that's coming up, Jorge has some stuff for him going on. So we're going to take a look at those comments in a little bit and see if we could address some of them. Okay, you're good? You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm back.
Awesome. All right. So got a few more questions here. So you met Rusty Brooks at your first NAW event and ended up training with him. So what was the first gimmick that Rusty Brooks wanted to give you? If you can share that with us, I'm pretty sure it's an interesting one.
Oh, man. Okay, I love Rusty. So does everyone down here in South Florida. Rusty, by all means, is the one of the reasons that everyone in Florida is in that ring today.
For sure.
So, Rusty, my love to you. Basically, my training first started with Chief Running Deer.
Okay.
When I first started. And that's when NAW became. We had our first show, I believe it was on November. Many years ago at the YMCA in South Miami. Okay. And basically, after that event transpired, which we had like a record-breaking of 300, 400 fans there.
Wow.
Yeah, we sold out that YMCA location for them. That was a record-breaking for them. Now I'm not saying for Florida, sure, because we all know F.E.W. for that record. Okay. Basically, long story short, after the show ended, Rusty walked up to myself, Colt, Coven 13, and Danny Dennis at that time, and he says, "Why don't you guys come train with me?" Wow. We all went to train. We all paid our dues. You know, we didn't get in free because training is not free, guys. Don't get my words wrong. And basically, long story short, after all of that. After a couple months, I think it was getting close to 1 year, Rusty goes to me, "George, I finally have an idea for your gimmick because you're skinny, you're small, we can make you the Virgil. We can make you a Virgil." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, Virgil? Who am I a butler for?"
Oh my God.
And he wanted to put me in the ring with Ryan O'Reilly, better known as Connor of the Ascension.
Oh, wow. Big guy.
Now, Captain, you've seen how small I am. Now, of course, I've grown a belly, but you've seen how small I am. Imagine me trying to be a butler for Connor.
Huge guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Add that to the fact that I was supposed to turn my back on Ryan O'Reilly and attack him a couple months later. So,
I don't know.
Yeah, that never went through because at that time I had, I'll shoot from the hip here. I had a girlfriend who did not like pro wrestling. Okay. So I had to stop because I was young. I was brainwashed a lot, and this was not the first time. I'm to blame for many times for that one and my marriage. But But
things happen.
But basically, my girlfriend said, "Hey, no more wrestling." I stopped, and I never got a chance to do the Ryan O'Reilly gimmick.
Oh, okay. All right. So how did El Electrico end up in a match in Total Wrestling Explosion located in Mississippi out of all places? How'd that happen? El Electrico in Mississippi?
I don't know if she wants me to name drop her, so I'm not going to really mention a name unless she really wants to talk about it. But I was friends with this young lady that she was a wrestler up in Mississippi. And basically, I had some, good talk to her, and I told her I was a worker because at that time I semi-stopped.
Okay.
And basically she goes to me, why don't you come out of retirement for one time and face me? We'll do a storyline and shoot. We'll even have you as a regular here in TWE. So I thought about it, and I said, I'll do it. So then became a storyline where El Electrico went from this funny, loving character to a stalker.
Oh wow.
Basically, El Electrico wanted to be the pretty face of TWE, whereas she was the pretty face of TWE. It was kind of like a jealousy, kind of like, hey, I'm the beautiful face. Look, I'll even give you a promo.
Okay.
I'm pretty. Well, I'm pretty. Not you.
Whoa.
I'm pretty. Not you. That was the El Electrico that TWE got.
Wow.
It wasn't funny. It was creepy, and basically it was a one-off. I'm very happy for them taking their time to have me on their show. It was one hell of a risk, just like I'm bringing a risk of bringing new names to Miami. It was one hell of a risk for bringing a guy that was semi-retired to their state.
Yeah.
And listen, my hat goes off to them for taking that risk, whether they like me or not.
Awesome.
My hat goes off to them. I thank them very, very much. And I have nothing bad to say about them. I don't know if they're still running, but I have nothing bad to say.
Cool. All right. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us here. For everyone out there that wants more information about Sweetwater Pro Wrestling, you can go to his Facebook page, his facebook.com/Sweet Pro Wrestling. Okay, so just type that in, Sweet Pro Wrestling, and you will find out all news that you need to know what Sweetwater Pro Wrestling is doing now and for future events. Do you have any other social media for Sweetwater Pro at this point?
Not right now. We're in the middle of working on an Instagram. Cool. I don't like Twitter. I don't like birds. But I will tell you this much. Stay tuned to the product because there's many, many names coming, including the brother of Alberto Del Rio, El Hijo de Dos Caras, Bestia, Torres Rivera, Big Bang Nicole from Japan. There's a bunch of names that you cannot miss out on catching at Sweetwater Pro.
Nice. All right. Well, do you have any last words to share with Sweetwater Pro fanatics out there that are going to be going to next and future events?
Guys, if you say that you support indie wrestling, this is my plea out to you guys. Support Sweetwater Pro. We're a baby compared to all the other great promotions that are here in Florida. Help us grow. Help us give these wrestlers, the ones that sacrifice their bodies and souls to entertain you. Give us a chance to give those guys an extra place to work. That way they could entertain you. When you support Sweetwater Pro, you're supporting them. So don't do it for me, do it for them. Be there March 24th, again at the Revo Entertainment Center at 10395 Northwest 41st Street in Suite 101 in Doral, Florida. Again, don't do it for me. Do it for them. Support in wrestling and support Sweetwater Pro.
Well, Jorge, it was a pleasure to speak with you and get to know you a little better and get to know another side of you, and also with a lot of the stories that you've shared that I can definitely relate to. So again, I appreciate your time, and we're definitely gonna be checking you out, and we should do this again at another time, man. So again, very honored to have you here, and appreciate that you were our guest here for our 21st episode on season 3. So thank you very much, Jorge.
No, my pleasure. It was my honor to be on the Show.
Well done, well done. All right, brother. Well, you have a good night, man.
You too.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. We're going to go ahead and wrap up with a few shout outs. And now, I don't know if 24/7 Lou can give us an extra minute on the time, but there's a lot of talk that's going on in the chats. And anything you can update us with, because there's a lot of
the Black Mask attacking everyone. Silos is signed in. He is attacking Silos for joining the few. He attacked George for joining for his comments about the match. The Black Mask is challenging you to a fight. So yeah, it's
very interesting. Yeah, you're challenging. So it'll be a 5-on-1, is what you're talking about, right, Black Mask? We have history. I know how you work. I know how you operate. It's not only Black Mask, it's Black Mask Syndicate. That's what you're about. So I'm not going to fall to your little trap and think that, okay, well, you want to do something on a one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
So very interesting. And as for my fellow fanatics, come on, man.
Are you going to fight him or no?
So JFEW's going to be right there with me, man.
Oh.
He already signed up. 24/7 Lou he's throwing fists. He's punching his hand. He's ready to go too, man. Yeah. All right. We'll take it easy, man. We'll be chatting a little more later on, Black Mask. Okay, guys. So we're gonna do some quick shout outs here to end our episode. We got shout out to Soy Fabulous, GIOMASTER, JFEW, 24/7 Lou, Rhino, Papa Few, Will Mascaras, D-Nightmare, BRI-BRI, RAFEW, RIC-HARD, Jazzy, Silos, STEPHY, and Big Al from our Central Florida chapter. Also, Lockjaw and Chenes Rain from Warrior Breed Wrestling, Bruso in the Refs, Mr. Rusty Brooks, stay strong, my friend. The Prodigy J. Doe Brooks of PPW, Kenneth Bruckenstein of Collectibles Cafe. Is always awesome to see you at every show. William Hicks for our awesome sign, our Few sign. Yes, this was handmade and reinforced. So thank you, William Hicks. Craig Classic and Johnny Vandal, Brainbusters Pro Wrestling. You guys always treat us awesome. And the Black Mask. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you. Thank you for trying to make things out of nowhere, out of thin air. Thank you for showing your true colors and making the wonderful comments that you are. Thank you. We'll be talking a little more later on. All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
what's your answer? He said. What's your answer to a fight?
My answer to a fight: to be continued.
Next show, you and me. He said.
Wow. To be continued. That's my answer to you. You're not going to corner me. All right. So we'll be chatting more a little later on, Mr. Black Mask. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in here on episode 21, season 3 of this episode here called TOOO SWEEET. So we'll be coming back to you February 24/7, Lou.
February, we might be on another different day than Tuesday.
Oh, okay. We might be going back to some normalcy here for the Few show. Can't wait for that. Well, guys, thank you very much. Remember, go to facebook.com/The Few Show. Click on like. Also, go to our group page, facebook.com/The Few Squad. And go ahead and join group. And there you can see the latest of what is going on in the Miami area wrestling scene. Guys, so thank you very much for tuning in. This is your boy, Captain Bogey, here from the Few Show. Enough said. Ooh, can't see me. Huh? I can see you. You can't see me. Black Mask.
Did it go off? It's still going. Oh.